Look, it's 23rd MAP and we home, man. Let's cook. Hey, man, look, so today we got that KeKe Palmer and her ex Darius situation. I really don't know what's going on, but I've been seeing it all over the place, man. I guess this video is going to break it down. Let's get into it. Like button, sub button, let's cook.
Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicles Speak.
I'm gonna leave the link down to the original video in the comments, y'all. Go check her out.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
So the ex of KeKe Palmer, Mr. Darius Jackson, is now striking back after allegations that included photographic evidence of him allegedly abusing KeKe Palmer hit the internet last week. Since then, KeKe has been granted a temporary restraining order and full legal and physical custody of their 8-month-old son, Leo. Now, someone from Darius's camp released audio of Sharon, KeKe's mom, telling Darius, watch out because somebody might put a bullet in your head.
Oh,
motherfucker.
Where's my baby?
You better watch out. You might get a bullet in your motherfucking head.
And we also have text messages, one from KeKe's mom and one from Darius's mom, where they both are speaking out about how they are going to ride for their children. We are going to get into this and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more.
damn, it's getting
now let's
deep.
get back into it. So last week, I went over the very disturbing news regarding KeKe Palmer and her ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson, and his abusive behavior towards KeKe that was witnessed on several occasions by KeKe's family members and close friends. And one thing that actually helps KeKe in this case is that she had security cameras in her home providing proof of the said abuse. So since the release of these pictures and allegations, KeKe has had a swarm of people rallying behind her. But just as she's had those people rallying behind her, Darius has been dragged through the mud, and rightfully so.
He always been dragged in the mud, though.
In an attempt to take up for Darius, his brother Darius Jackson spoke up, calling KeKe the abuser and calling her disgusting, vile, and manipulative. So KeKe's mother, Miss Sharon, did not like the things that Darius was saying about her daughter, and she hopped on the internet to speak about it. Now, she doesn't get online for anything. She stays out the mess, and she even said that. But she said that she told Darius that Darius had been abusive to KeKe before, and Darius pretty much said, hey, he's been abusive to his woman as well. It's almost like, well, the apple didn't fall far from the brotherly tree. Well, Darius came to his own defense and said he never told Sharon that, but he also said that Sharon was going to soon hear her own voice and the threats that she made to his family. And a few days later, this was released.
Motherfucker.
Where's my baby?
You better watch out.
Where's-
You might get a bullet in your motherfucking head.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Where's my baby?
You better watch out.
Where's-
You might get a bullet in your motherfucking head.
So according to
Let me
TMZ
say this. This is not the 80s. See, her mom is old school. This is the shit that used to happen. I remember my mom used to say off the wall shit like that. But now, especially being that everything can be recorded and screenshot, and you just can't say certain things like that anymore. You can literally go to jail just off that alone. If they want to send you to jail for this, just that alone, they could. So you just gotta be smarter about the situation. You can't let your emotions dictate how you're gonna move. You have to move accordingly. You're an adult. You're grown as hell. You got a grandchild. You a big adult. You got to be smart about the situation. Another thing is KeKe Palmer. I remember when Steve Harvey tried to warn you about dating men that's like in your caliber when it comes to finances and success. There's a reason why. Like, if you're dating somebody who has nothing to lose, you hear what I'm saying? You're dating somebody who has nothing to lose. They'll do whatever they can. They don't care. They don't have nothing going for them anyway. They don't have a job. They don't have any contracts. They're just out there being a house dad. They don't have anything to lose. A man with something is not going to move like that. Yes, you'll catch the few, but if most men who actually have some type of value is not willing to go off and hit you and risk their whole life off one moment. We're not doing that. But I know them niggas back in the day used to probably do that back in the day. Bobby Browns or them niggas back in the day. But today, men nowadays, I'm telling you, the ones who have something going for them, they have businesses, they have this, they got family who depend on them. We're not risking that shit for nothing. We have our kids, so you just have to move accordingly, and you deserve to be treated like a queen. And that's all Steve was saying to you, man. But come on.
KeKe Palmer's ex, Darius Jackson, is denying her bombshell abuse allegations and is levying his own claims against her mother, whom he insists threatened to put a bullet in his head. Sources close to Darius tell TMZ the latest issue between the couple stemmed from an argument over the custody of their infant son, Leo. Per our sources, Darius had texted KeKe about going to pick up his son to watch a football game last Sunday, but when he arrived to KeKe's place, Leo wasn't there. From there, an argument between Darius and KeKe ensued, and at some point, KeKe got her mom, Sharon, on the phone and put her on speaker. And we're told Sharon was screaming and cussing Darius out. It was during that time when Sharon allegedly told Darius she'd put a bullet in his head, which brought things to another level. Darius then attempted to wrestle KeKe's phone away from her, which our sources say is what's depicted in KeKe Palmer's exhibit from the restraining order filed last week, which shows them tussling and struggling on the couch. We're told Darius absolutely denies abusing KeKe, and our sources say cops even came out and didn't find any probable cause to arrest him for domestic violence.
Yeah.
They didn't even file a report, we're told.
That sounds accurate.
Our sources say backs up Darius Jackson's account. So then we
Yeah,
have
and it doesn't seem like he was like trying to whoop her ass. The phone situation sound like, judging by the pictures that I saw, it seemed like he was trying to take the phone away. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like he was trying to attack her. Like, it seemed like they was wrestling, and I understand that, but it's all wild, man. He's lucky he didn't go to jail, honestly. You better be lucky he didn't go to jail. Boy, back in the day when they used to say some shit like that, like, you was automatic, they would handcuff the fuck out you, because it was your word against hers, and she can easily distract herself. I'm not saying KeKe did that. I'm saying some women back in the day, even if they didn't have any marks on them, they could stretch themselves. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever they can real quick. But look what he did to me. You go straight to jail for domestic violence. So you got to play it safe.
Messages from Darius's mother, and she texts KeKe's mother, Sharon, and she says this: "Hello, Sharon, how are you? I have tried not to get involved in my son's personal business, but I heard that you are going to put a bullet in my son's head. Well, then now we are going to have to involve the authorities because you don't respect or value yourself, and I can see nor my son's life.
That's
you might
facts.
have to kill us all. I will file a police report."
Ooh,
on
about to
you
kill us all.
now.
I like that
KeKe's
energy.
mother responded and says, "Please do not contact me with this ridiculous, childish behavior. Your son choked his own sister. Deal with his anger issues. If he attacks my daughter in her own home where she pays bills, he is trespassing and anything can happen, so he should stay away. You should be very ashamed to have raised a man who fights women." Well, needless to say, it doesn't seem like any further text messages.
Ooh, that was I like that. That was a slugfest from between the mamas. The mamas was like, "Hey, you might have to kill us all. Hey, we going down with my son. You might have to kill us all." Then KeKe Palmer mama said, "Hey, you raised a son who choked women. Like, yo, he choked his sister? God damn."
Were made after that. Now, a brief update. According to TMZ, a source close to KeKe Palmer tells us that Darius Jackson made his way into her home that Sunday and began to cuss KeKe out as she was on the phone with her mother, Miss Sharon. We're told Sharon made the threat about the bullet because she feared for her daughter's safety and couldn't be there in person to protect KeKe. And you just have to think rationally at this time. A mother is on the phone with her daughter and you can hear someone abusing or mistreating your child. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'm going to yell, I'm going to cuss, and I'm probably going to threaten you as well to get you off of my daughter until I can get over there. And even the source saying that Darius was trying to wrestle her phone away from her, that's her phone, not yours. So why are you even trying to wrestle the phone away from her? And then saying that they pretty much had a tug of war, they were tussling on the couch. No, you can clearly see KeKe with her hands in a defensive motion like, "Please don't hit me," using her feet to try to block him. I just don't see the narrative that they're trying to spin with this situation. It's not making any sense.
Ooh, I didn't see that picture.
Now, many of you commented in my last
picture.
video, like, why in the world did he not get arrested? And I was thinking the same thing myself, and I looked up the laws in Los Angeles, and typically when you do make a call to the police, somebody's got to go to jail.
Yeah, somebody go to jail usually. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know how he was able to
I'm
escape
used to that.
I don't
Usually
know
they go
if she
straight to
wanted
jail.
Wait later to press charges. She did kind of make a sneak attack and said that she did not want to let him know that she was going to get a restraining order. She just wanted to go up there and do it just to protect herself and protect her son. So I don't know what angle KeKe went to get that done, but for whatever reason he was not arrested that day. So he's kind of using that as, hey, I'm innocent, when we all see the pictures, and the pictures does not look like KeKe was the aggressor. It looks like KeKe was actually like, "Please don't hurt me, don't touch me," like literally scared, and he's towering over her. And
I didn't see these pictures, bruh.
This wasn't even the
Woo.
second time this happened, allegedly, according to KeKe. So I don't really know what's going to happen with this situation. Obviously, there was enough evidence for the temporary restraining order to be granted for not only KeKe, but also for him to stay away from her son as well, for him to not be able to have any types of firearms.
Damn.
He can't make any comments about her. So these comments that are coming out, they're coming out. We don't know who's making them. We don't know how they're getting out. We don't know how this audio got out. But Serranos did say that the audio was going to be released, and 3 days later, there you have it. I need to hear from you. What do you think about everything going on with KeKe Palmer? We're really not going to know anything until this court date on December 5th as far as how the judge wishes to proceed in this situation. But leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Can't wait to hear from you.
Damn.
Bye. As always, thanks
Real
for
quick,
watching.
man. Again, great video. She did a great job with this video. Man, KeKe Palmer, that situation is messy. Let me go ahead and say this, though, real quick. You have to be careful about who you have kids with. I know it's easier said than done. We live in a hypersexualized society, so we tend to just slip up at times. No condom, a couple of one-night stands, a couple of situationships, and then you end up pregnant with somebody you don't want to get pregnant by. Now, I know she wanted to get pregnant by this nigga, but you really don't know somebody. I wonder if she knew that he choked his sister before they got together. Because that, to me, is a huge red flag. Is that something that to me, that's something you can't overlook. If you can choke your own sister, nigga, you can choke anybody. You hear me? And I just hope that KeKe haven't been dealing with this for a very long time. But I wouldn't be surprised by his tweets. Like when she went out to Vegas and they had the situation earlier this year where he said, hey, look at, she's a mom. Why is she wearing that? To me, was weird as fuck. To me, it's weird. But, yeah, man, hopefully everybody just stay safe and don't do anything else. I don't want anybody getting hurt. And I hope one day they can all find comfort and realize that when it gets to this point, it's basically done. All right, you got to just deal with the court system, and that's it, bro. Y'all got to just keep y'all distance, and y'all do 50-50, whatever the 60-40. Whatever the case may be, but y'all gotta all remain safe, and hopefully nobody gets hurt. Because when they get to the families like this, because my family gonna ride. Like if somebody ever threatened my family and say, "Hey, be careful," or somebody gonna put a bullet in your head, oh, it's up, my nigga. It's up. You hear me? Like, bro, we gonna torture you, bro. It's like there's no way around it. There's no way around it. You can't play with people's family like that. Like, what are you talking about? If somebody said to my brother or somebody in my family, nigga, you better be walking around. Your head better be on a swivel, cause we're gonna make your life a living hell over here. So you can't play with people like that, man. Anyway, look, like button, sub button, stay locked in for more reactions. I'm gonna see you boys later, man. Kingston, Majesty, hey.